What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are answering your guys' questions that you have asked us in the video. What do you guys want to know more about us? I thought this would be a cool thing to do, and it's something that I want to continue to do. Maybe not monthly, but maybe every couple of months or something like that, because I believe in being open. I believe in being transparent. I believe in being as real as possible. That way we all grow and we all connect. And I really believe that there's a Marianne Williamson quote that's called "Our Deepest Fear." In that quote, there is something that is written. It's kind of like a one-liner. As we let our light shine, we unconsciously give permission for other people to let their light shine. Also, if you're wondering why I keep looking this way and what that background noise is, it's Lincoln. He's kind of doing his own thing. He's really doing his own thing. So he's going to be in and out of the video. It might be a little distracting, and when it comes time to ask him questions, I'm hope that I'm going to be able to get him seated and ask him those questions. But we're going to start. Question number one. Jonathan Carpenter Miller, from what you told me before when I asked you what else you did for a living, it seems to me that you run a business or two on the side. You want to tell me more about these businesses you have? Well, Jonathan, I would love to tell you more about these businesses that I have. The first business that I have and thing that I do is I do a virtual administrative work for a therapist in a counselor's office in town. Now, this therapist and counselor is a really good friend, and he kind of owns this practice in which has 8 or so other counselors and therapists that are working under him. And so what I do is I kind of manage the back end system of that. I manage the bookings, I manage the website creation, I manage the website kind of management, I take care of the receipts, I take care of kind of like the little administrative tasks that are there. And I've set it up. I used to work for person with him, but I set it up so that I can work from anywhere with him. So I've really automated the whole process and made it really that I can work from anywhere. Now that is something that for me pays majority of the bills. So that's good there. That's kind of like the first thing I do. And I'm not sure if I'm looking to expand that more, because I do believe that the services I offer him are widely important, and like they're so efficient. There's lots of therapists and lots of counselors I know because of my other business that don't like doing the back end stuff. And I found a way to automate it and process it so that it's really, really easy. And so the second business that I have is 4 years ago, I was certified as a neurotransformational life coach by a coach named Sean Smith. So I went to this workshop where I pretty much spent a week really learning and diving into the tools. I also spent the prior certification, which I believe is BCC, getting a BCC certification, which is a breakthrough coaching certification. And so that's a 3-month program with a 3-month curriculum. So I've taken a certification program which led me down the path of life coaching. So now that's the second thing I do. I don't call myself a neurotransformational life coach. I instead call myself a personal freedom coach, because I believe that is what I do. The work that I do, and when I sit with someone, it's kind of like therapy. I really help people become free from the chains that they have been attached to their entire lives. Now, these chains that they've been attached to for their entire lives come from past experiences, come from traumas, come from hurts, come from stories that they tell themselves, comes from images, thoughts, like all of these things that are around them. And so what I help them do is break through that and help them break into a different style of being, a different life that they want, something that they want. And so really, it's taking someone from where they are, getting them to where they want to be, and bridging that gap. I help them do that. I help them hold accountable to doing that. So that's something that I've been doing for the past 4 years. Now that is a little bit more inconsistent in income. There has been months where I've made a hell of a lot of money from that, over I think it was 10K, 11K a month, and then there's months where I make nothing. And so that has kind of been more of an inconsistent income, but it is something in which I'm trying to bring forward more. In the past couple of months, I've really been working on kind of transitioning that a little bit and moving into men's groups and men's work. So those are the two businesses that I work and that I do, and then we also do the vlog. And that takes up a lot of time as well. This is something that I just love doing. I really love creating. Trying to also do more videos and create more content and put myself out there more and do that kind of stuff. So that's really what I do for work. I'm looking at expanding possibly both of those, but with a primary focus on coaching, the personal freedom coaching, as well as the men's work that I'm getting into. There's also some ideas that I have possibly about going to school in the fall to become a counselor or therapist and to finish my bachelor's degree in science, which I do and nearly have completed. I'm about 3 years in of a bachelor of science in biochemistry, and I got that probably when I was 21 that I was kind of like 22 that I was down that path, and I'm 27 now. So that's the first question. Second question, this comes from Jim. Ethan, I'm curious about what you want for your future and Lincoln's future as far as a family. Do you want to reconcile with Lincoln's mom and raise them together, or is that not an option? Do you let her call the shots about custody, or do you both agree about time shared with no disagreements ever? Do you want to eventually meet someone new that would be Lincoln's possible stepmom, or are you set on being a single dad forever? It seems you kind of just go with the flow, but I'm curious of what you and Lincoln want for the future as far as a female figure in both of your lives. Be back with Lincoln's mom, or find someone new, possibly a stepmom for Lincoln, or remain a single dad forever. Answer only what you feel comfortable about. Bro, take care. Jim, thanks for the question. And hell yeah, man, single dad forever. No, definitely not. As far as the future and as far as a family, I definitely want a partner. I believe in love relationships like nobody's business. And as far as do I want to reconcile with Lincoln's mom and raise them together, is that not an option? From my belief, I believe that it is an option, and it's something that I am open to, and it's something that I'm incredibly realistic about, that there gets to be a lot of work that gets to be done before something like that would happen, or a lot of healing, a lot of kind of like time apart before something like that happens. So I do believe that in my case that I'm open to that happening, but I'm not attached to that happening. I don't want it necessarily to happen. If it happens, wonderful. But I don't necessarily, I'm not attached to it. I'm open to it. I'm also open to the idea of having someone totally new in our lives, walking in our lives. Like, I've dated multiple women in these past, I would say even past year, I've dated multiple women. And so for me, I'm definitely open to Lincoln's mother. And I think we have a pretty good co-parenting relationship, and I'm open to possibly that relationship, but a lot of things have to happen in order for that relationship to be there. And I think for me as well, I've really, over the past 3 years, have really been focused on getting to the point where I don't need someone to be happy, but I truly desire someone to live a more fulfilled life. I think when I got out of my relationship with my ex, I was in the space where I needed someone to be whole. I needed someone to feel happy. I needed someone to feel loved. I needed someone so badly, and I was so codependent. And the relationship, even with my ex, was hella traumatic. There was times when I called the police. There was times when that were just so roller coaster, and I didn't know what to do. We broke up probably a million times, got back together a million times, and it was just tumultuous. There's multiple times where I was, I guess you could say, cheated on. And I was still just kind of continuing this relationship that I knew wasn't good for me, but I was kind of in it anyways. And that was really just because I was so dependent on her for love that I didn't know myself out of that relationship. And so for the past 3 years, I've really focused on really just trying to get to a space where I feel perfect, whole, and complete as is, which I'm beginning to experience more and more and more and more and more of. So I'm definitely open to a different relationship. I'm definitely open to a relationship with Lincoln's mom. I think that I'm open to it. Again, I'm not attached to it. I don't want it I don't want this bad thing, but I'm open to it. Also, as well, with a relationship with someone else. I would love to be in a partnership with someone else. I think that is amazing and wonderful. And okay, I'll see you later, buddy. And if I do end up dating someone and Lincoln gets a stepmom, that's wonderful, that's awesome, that's beautiful. That's one way I see life going. So I guess you could say that I see life going 2 ways. Either one, maybe down the road, years down the road, Lincoln and his mother and I reconcile the relationship and something happens. Whether I date multiple people in between that time, whether I find a stepmom, whether I choose to get married and I don't actually make that option happen, and I choose to date someone else or live a whole new life or kind of start a journey with someone new, then that's what I choose, and that's awesome, that's amazing, that's beautiful. So I'm open to them both. As for, do I let her call the shots about custody, or do you both agree about the time shared with no disagreements ever? We both come to agreement on what that is. I don't believe in the court system myself, and I believe that I'm kind of like a grown human being, and I can take responsibility. I guess a grown man in my sense. I'm a grown man that I can take responsibility and communicate in a way that is healthy, so that we are both get what we're looking for. I believe that the court system does work, but it also creates a lot of harm. It creates a lot of tension. It creates a lot of negativity in the co-parents' lives, because now you're getting into he said, she said, blame this, proving things. And I'd rather just try to stay out of that by communicating in a healthy, nonviolent, beautiful way. So we definitely do get in disagreements about what custody looks like. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that everything's perfect and dandy, because we've definitely gotten into a lot of disagreements, and we still do, like this month on, month off. This is a disagreement. Like, she doesn't necessarily like it. I quite enjoy it. And so we're talking about what the future could possibly look like moving forward with this. Or when I get to Vancouver, what that could look like there, which would be like a 2-week on, 2-week off. So we do definitely have disagreements, but for the most part, we work through those disagreements consciously and communicate about them. That's, I think, the biggest thing for me is communication. And we both call the shots. Let's see what else there is. It seems like you guys go with the flow. Again, I think for the most part, I answered it all. I want to remain a single dad for the rest of my life. Just kidding. I am open to pretty much possibly rekindling it with Lincoln's mom. But again, that's going to take a lot of work, and that's something that I think will take a lot of years and a lot of time for that to happen. And two, I am also very much open, and have been for the past couple of years, of dating and finding someone to be Lincoln's mom. I haven't introduced anyone to Lincoln yet that I've dated, but I've dated a lot of different women. So that was that question. The next question is by Zara Kazir. I'm not sure if I pronounced her first name right. Please help me correct that, but I believe that's it. Do you think life as a single person better than marriage or not? While when we be singles, we don't have responsibility, plus we can do anything we want at any time. So this is a beautiful question, because I think that there is a lot of benefit to both being single and being in a relationship. I think that being single offers a lot of benefit and a lot of different experiences than a relationship would. But I do recommend that every single parent remains single for a period of time. And I recommend that because I believe it's so important for the single parent, for the dad, for the mom, to begin their healing journey, to begin really taking time and space from just hopping from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship, always trying to kind of fill this void. Instead, I really like the idea of a single parent just being a single parent for some time and learning how to love themselves, learning how to be with themselves, and learning how to be in relationship with themselves. Because like the video I shot before, how to love yourself, you can only love another as much as you love yourself. And that's something that I've really began to see the importance of. And over the course of the work that I've done with the seminars, workshops, all that kind of stuff, the coaching that I've done, I really began to see how true that is. The more that I began to love myself, the more that I created capacity to love my family, myself, my son, Lincoln's mother, the women that have entered my life, all that kind of jazz. So I think that there's lots of benefits to being a single parent, and especially with not having attachments. Like, being a single parent, you can do whatever you want anytime. That's part of the reason why I love it right now, is because I love doing my own thing. I'm really, really selfish, I guess you could say, and I love my time. I love what I do, and I can really just do anything that I want to do. Whereas if I was in a relationship with someone, I'd have to take them into account. I'd have to seek win-win solutions. I'd have to kind of negotiate and talk about some things that are different. So I'd have to kind of trade off there. And while being in a relationship, I think, is also a great tool. I think it's all like it's goddamn wonderful, man. I'm so excited for the next time that I'm in a relationship, or the next time that I truly get to dive in with someone, because I believe that it is so beautiful and so profound. And I think that that has its own benefits. Like, there's two of you. Like, you get to fall in love, man. And when I'm in love, like, I am the most beautiful human being in the world. It's wild what love can do to someone. Love changes someone's life. Love can open up someone and shatter them within seconds. It's just so beautiful. So I think there's benefits to both. And I think it's just getting realistic with where I'm at in my journey. And I think that for me, I really love being a single parent. It's not going to be something that I am forever, but I do look forward to when that time comes and when it ends, because I look forward to falling in love. I really, really look forward to falling in love. So that's that question, I would say. Next question is for Lincoln. Lincoln, come here. Come here. I got a question for you, buddy. Perfect timing. Come here. Okay. Question for you, okay? We'll pull this a little bit closer. Leon Lauder's question for you. I see a lot of questions for you, Ethan, so I have one for Lincoln. Lincoln, what is your favorite thing about your dad? Here, sit down with me.
My mama.
What's your favorite thing about your dad?
My mama.
Okay, you want to do mama first? What's your favorite thing about Mama?
Sorry.
You what?
Sorry.
You like what?
Broccoli.
You like broccoli? You like how Mom makes you broccoli?
Yeah. Egg.
You like how Mom makes you eggs and broccoli?
Yeah.
Yeah? What else is your favorite thing about Mommy?
Eggs.
Eggs are your favorite thing about Mommy?
My carrots.
You like
Carrots.
carrots. Okay. Here, we're not done yet. We got a couple more questions, then you can go, okay? A couple more questions, then you can go. Okay?
I gotta go play.
Okay, after you answer two more questions. Okay?
I got to for the clean up the way.
Yeah, you can go clean them up after. Okay, Lincoln? What's one other thing that's what's your favorite thing about Mommy?
Cheese.
What's your favorite thing about Mama?
Cheese.
Cheese is your favorite thing about Mama? She lets you eat cheese?
Yeah, cheese.
Okay. Okay. Lincoln, look at me now.
We're done now.
No, we got one more question. We got one more question, buddy. We got one more question. Are you ready to answer the question?
No.
Are you ready to answer the question?
No.
After the question, you can go play, okay?
No.
Okay? After the question, you can go play, okay?
No.
You want to stay here forever with me and just cuddle?
No.
No? Can I ask you the question then? What's your favorite thing about your dad?
I don't want to.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing about your dad?
I don't know.
You don't want to? No? If you had to pick one thing that's your favorite thing about Dad, what is it?
Pick fire.
Fire? You like having fires with Dad?
Yeah.
You like having fires with Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah? Should I let you go now?
Yeah.
Sweet. So that was I think that was all the questions. Cool. I quite enjoyed that, actually. I really enjoyed that. So thank you to everyone, Jim, Leanne, Zara, and Jonathan, for asking the questions. Thank you guys for asking those questions. I appreciate them and I appreciate you beyond belief. And I look forward to hearing and seeing your comments as well. As always, remember to subscribe to the channel. Also, remember to drop one thing down below. What are you grateful for today? Today, I am actually grateful that I had the chance to meditate for 20 minutes this morning. I created that opportunity. I created that time to happen for sure, just because of how I was feeling yesterday. The meditation really set me straight today. So I'm grateful that I got the chance to meditate. So drop that in the comments down below. Also remember, smash the like button. And if you have any more questions for me, drop those in the comments down below as well. So much love, peace, grease, blessings, and blessings. Let's have a wonderful day. Beautiful day. You saying bye?
Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.
You gonna see me tomorrow?
I will see you tomorrow. Come on.
You saying bye?
Bye-bye.